Here's an interview compilation for Earth Day Cleanup, brought to you exclusively by CMR-TV.
All right, folks, so we're here as part of the Earth Day Cleanup crew. We're sort of touching bases with a lot of different groups that, are all over the island this morning. It's been a wonderful turnout, and we're here at Smith Barcadier, often called Smith Cove. And we ran into some young folks, and we're going to talk to them. Let me just remember the name of the groups: Protect Your Future and Key Club. Yes. So we're going to say good morning to everyone. Everybody say good morning.
Morning.
All right, so why did you guys decide to participate in this event today?
Because we wanted to help the environment, and cleaning up help the environment a bit more.
Yes, absolutely. So it's all about helping the environment.
Yeah.
How many bags of stuff have you collected so far?
Good question. Maybe about 10?
10 bags.
Yeah.
Wow.
And we've got a bag with bottles that we're going to then take to Kamana Bay, and they can get recycled. I think they're being used for cement.
Right. Yeah. Okay, good. Was there anything, all the young folks in the back there, anything that you picked up that you were a little bit surprised by today? Did you go, wow, I didn't expect to see this here? Or was it kind of like just plastic and bottles and...
We found a chair, didn't we?
A chair?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
An old beach chair.
Clothing. Yeah.
Some big chunks of bone.
Some
Bone.
bone.
Like meat bone. Yeah.
Oh, like food remnants and stuff. Yeah. So we did a cleanup down in Spots area, and I was really surprised at clothing. That was the one thing that I'm like,
You said
what?
that right.
Are people just throwing clothing in the bushes? Like, it was so crazy. But do you feel like you've made a difference here today?
Yeah, definitely.
Absolutely. What about doing this more often as part? I mean, I know you guys do stuff on a regular basis, so tell us a little bit about your organization.
So Protect Our Future is led by the students, and we do a beach clean every month with Plastic Free Cayman.
Awesome.
And then also in conjunction with Key Club, we have a few school organised ones throughout the year. So we pick a different beach, often Barkers, because that gets quite bad down there. So we kind of try to do something every month.
Yeah, that's fantastic. What would you, if you had a message to kind of tell listeners, what would you say to them every time they feel like throwing a plastic bottle in the bushes or a beer can, or, what message do you kind of want to get across to them?
Don't drop it, bin it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so whatever you take to the beach with you or wherever, take it back with you.
Yeah, just put it in a bag.
Yeah.
And there a lot of times there are cash bins all over.
There usually are bins.
Yeah.
And I can't just understand the mentality of someone that's just taken something to the beach, where the beach is so beautiful. We're so fortunate in Cayman, and then they just leave their trash there.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty crazy. Well, thank you guys so much. Earth Day! Thank you. Okay, so we found another group. Most of their team has already left, but they're here catching a little bite after cleaning up. So tell us what your experience was like this morning as part of the Waystone Governments group.
Waste and governance, no worries. No worries. It was pretty awesome. So about 20 of us from the office came out this morning. We had a good start at 7 a.m.
Yes.
And folks, even in that little corner just across there by the parking lot, that little area, they've had like 3 or 4 big trash bags full of garbage there, and folks went all the way down to Consuelos Beach and came back. So it was pretty good.
Yeah.
Everybody felt like they participated to help clean up Cayman a little bit, which over the years, for some reason, gets a little bit more dirty every year.
Yeah.
This is just people cleaning up after themselves when they go out to the public, right? So
Yeah, absolutely. And I see you're now grabbing a little bit of breakfast here. Do you think this is something that people should do more often, other than maybe just once a year?
What happens is there's a bit of fatigue if it's too often.
Yeah.
Maybe twice a year.
Okay.
But maybe twice a year for the max amount of times. But if you do it too often, there's a little bit of fatigue there. What would be better is a mind shift. If when everybody went out, like in their little groups, they came to
Absolutely.
different areas, they cleaned up after themselves, then you wouldn't really have to have these drives, right?
Exactly.
Maybe in like certain corners, but that really would be the change to have a
Yes.
mind shift about how we deal with our environment.
Exactly. Absolutely. Was there anything that you guys picked up that kind of shocked or surprised you?
Oh yes, there was.
Uh-huh.
Hold
We've
on.
got someone over here who's going to tell us about it.
Rachel, you want to tell us about it?
All right, we're here with Rachel, a garden club member. Very nice. Tell us a little bit about something surprising that you found during the cleanup.
We found a gear shift, and it was just the black part, like the rubber part, and the stick sticking up. So we thought we'd move it. When we pulled it out, it was about 3 feet long, buried in the
Wow.
ground like an iceberg, just the top part sticking out.
Oh my gosh, were you able to get it out?
Yes, we got it all out. There was a guy who was fixing a car. We asked him if it would be of any use to him. He looked at it and said no. It's pretty rusty.
And do you have a picture of it on your phone?
Yes, I do.
Oh, let's see if we can have a look. Yeah.
Thank you.
Let's see here. Oh my gosh, this is so wild. Oh my goodness, the things that people just throw down is pretty crazy. All right, let's have a look. Oh my goodness. I don't know if, oh, there we
Vanessa
go.
from Waystone, who's just
Oh,
it
wow.
out.
That is so crazy. Unbelievable. But you feel pretty good, I'm sure, that you've at least been able to clean up a bit.
yes.
Yeah, thank
Although
you.
we shouldn't have to. People
I'm-
shouldn't be dropping the litter everywhere.
Yeah, so that's the word that you'd like to get out there is encourage people to
Tidy up
stop
after
littering
themselves.
in the environment. Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
All right, so we have Miss Gigi here. Good morning, Miss Gigi.
Good morning.
Can you tell us why you participated in the Earth Day cleanup today?
To help the earth.
To help the Earth? And how does cleaning up the environment help the Earth?
Because I don't really know. Because like if garbage is like in the earth, like
Uh-huh.
it's gonna be stuck there for like
Hold the mic properly.
years.
Yeah. It's going to be stuck there for years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you learned in your school about how harmful garbage is to the environment?
Yes.
And then how long does it take for plastic to disappear from the environment if you just throw it down on the ground?
1,000 years.
1,000 years, and some of it never goes away. So it's like really, really bad, right? And why do you love and care about the environment so much?
Because I really like animals and I want to keep the animals safe.
Yeah, you want to keep the animals safe. That's good. And was there anything you found this morning that was like surprising? Like you're like, what is this doing here?
Like fake flowers.
Fake flowers. That was weird, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you didn't expect to see fake flowers today.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Release. There you go.
You scared them? Girl crawling away.
That is so cool.
We all found them in the iron shores. That's the small one. That's the big one. The big one doesn't want to leave me. Mom, I named all of them. This is called, what was it? Oh yeah, Strongy. That one was Itty Bitty. That one was Pincher because he pinched me. And then I forgot what that was. Why did I look backwards? Mom, what happens if I can't?
right, folks, so we're checking in with the Newlands, Savannah area as well. They were out early this morning participating in their Earth Day cleanup. Actually have their own shirts. Congratulations, they look beautiful. Do you do a different design every year?
Yes, we do.
Hand her the mic for me. Let me talk to Rhonda for a little bit.
Yes, we do a different design every year. People appreciate obviously getting the shirt as a gift for coming out and participating.
Yes.
But it's also a nice thing to have our group branded and looking good.
Yeah, wonderful. Now, Rhonda, how many years have you guys been kind of consistently getting out there? I know it's been a while.
Oh, at least 10 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. 10, 11 years.
How early were you up this morning?
Oh, well, I was here from 6. Heather was here with me at 6.
Yeah.
We were getting ready.
This morning.
Yeah. So, yeah, and some people want to go out earlier, so we don't all go out at the same time.
Yeah.
Some people came yesterday, got their shirts, got their sticks, and got out early this morning.
Right.
Yeah.
All right. So you're giving out your little community packages to make sure that people can go and clean up. All right. Of course, Wayne, good morning to you.
Good morning.
You were up early as well and out there?
Yeah. One of the things I'm really happy about is all the families that came out.
Yes.
And they brought a lot of their children with them, and obviously teaching the next generation as well to care for our communities, I should say, because I've been doing Newlands, and I've been out here picking up stuff in Savannah as well and taking it back to the dumpster. But it is just so heartwarming to see people bringing out their children and showing them that this is what we do as a community.
Absolutely.
And this is one of the things that makes both of our communities in Newlands and Savannah so special.
Yeah.
So it's been a wonderful day so far. We're obviously just sort of wrapping up now.
Yes.
And we came back here to pick up a few last things. But
yeah,
there's probably a few little things left to do. We'll probably find a few bags that people missed here and there.
Yes.
But we'll get it all finished up. Beautiful day, beautiful way to celebrate our communities, keeping them clean, and to celebrate Earth Day, on this Saturday.
Absolutely. What was the most surprising thing that you found when you were doing your... I found a whole engine this morning. I was telling somebody earlier. I'm like, okay, I can't pick that up.
So I was joking around that I found, I had house doors, I had fiberglass water tanks.
Wow.
Big water tanks. They're like, 25, 30 gallon tanks.
Wow.
I found a Christmas tree. I found tires. I found car seats. I found a microwave, a toaster.
Wow.
So I could probably build half a car and equip half a house. But
none of it might work, but yeah.
I know. And I think a lot of the stuff was just being carried to the dump, and it probably just fell off the vehicle, and people didn't know, or
they just kind of left it there.
Let's face it, some people don't care, and they don't stop and pick it up.
Yeah.
But a lot of people just don't know.
Yeah.
So it's been an interesting morning. But it's been wonderful.
Is there any solution, like way forward? I was kind of thinking about this morning, where we have almost like we're looking at some point having a big facility. But maybe we need to have a miniature facility in every single constituency where people can say, let me go to this location and I can, leave stuff there, and it'll be handled by the appropriate authorities who know how to deal with it, really.
Yeah, I think the difficulty is you don't want to be duplicating or triplicating costs too much.
Right.
It's better to keep things in a centralized area. But there are certain things like vegetative waste, green waste, that we could have community sort of composting areas.
Right.
That I think would work really well, and people could help to maintain it, and people could just go and share in the the mulch and stuff that's produced.
Yeah.
So I think those are significant potentials for us to engage in. And
yeah.
I know Heather. I'm going to pass the mic over to Heather.
Absolutely, because of course she's the beautification queen.
Yes, I found a tent. We found a tent on the road this morning.
Wow, okay.
So we got that picked up. But yeah,
You sure nobody was sleeping in it?
No.
Camping's over.
It's still kind of close to Easter,
It probably blew off of a truck while they were carrying it home after the Easter. But yeah, we just want to recognize that the Cayman Islands is a gem, and we need to do our part to keep it clean and green.
Yes.
And big shout out to all who got out this morning and did a fantastic job. Thankfully, in Savannah, Newlands, it was not too bad. because people are constantly keeping their areas clean. So we saw a big change with people making sure that their communities are always kept clean. So this morning was good.
Yeah. Rhonda, in your neighborhood, do you think there's anything you could do to encourage like everyone, neighbors, just looking out for each other to say, hey, let's make sure that we do a better job of not making our environment deteriorate to this point where...
I mean, I think, as Heather says, I mean, we live in a community where people are really good. I mean, we also have, I have to say it, Mr. Penton takes care of, there are people that go around and clean our roadsides all the time. So we live in what I call the cleanest community in the Cayman Islands.
Yeah.
But then there are some areas where it is, not always great. But I think we do live in an area where people they carry a garbage bag with them, they pick up stuff. So, I mean, our community is amazing. I love Newlands. I've lived there for 35 years. I absolutely adore where we live.
Yeah. I saw you with one of the little pickup sticks, and I was thinking to myself, I need to get one of those.
Oh, yes.
Because I saw, when Gianna was a baby, I used to take her to the daycare there in town. There was a lady right off of Walker's Road that would always, every morning when she walked her dog, she walked with a stick and a bag, and she would pick stuff up. And I think, we can all do something like in a small way.
Get out, get exercise, and clean at the same time. Perfect combination.
Exactly. All right.
Happy Earth Day!